Today we cover how to kill Bonemass. Sit tight and let's go. Maybe one of the bosses people have struggled on the most. Bonemass, the third boss in Valheim. This guide will cover everything you need to know to smash this blob. Let's get into preparations. First off, you will need to gather withered bones, 10 of them. These will randomly drop from muddy scrap piles in the swamp dungeons or just in the dungeons lying around. By this point, if you have full iron tools and armour, you should have loads of bones. If not, best to get digging. I think they can drop from wraiths too, but I found them to be quite rare to find, only popping up at the most inconvenient times. Really important one here, you need to take a poison resistance mead. These last for 10 minutes each, so you shouldn't need more than 2 each. Better to be safe than dead. These will need crafting in the cauldron and fermented in the barrels. This will take approximately 2 in-game days. If you have fully upgraded bronze or iron gear, I think that should be sufficient. As for the weapon, the boss is extremely weak to blunt damage. So clubs, maces, hammers, you get the idea. All other damage types will do little to no damage. A common mistake when taking on this boss. But not for you, because you're watching the best guides in the biz. Do take a moment to subscribe if you haven't, loads more useful guides to come. Food as always is super important here. At this stage you'll have access to sausages, stews, soups, but I would recommend one of your foods to be honey. Why? It has the highest HP healer per tick in the game, standing at 5 health per tick. This will really help with the poison if you do get hit. Finally, the location of the boss will be found at a red location stone inside the swamp dungeons. You should come across this by the time you have the bones required and have enough iron to equip yourself sufficiently. The boss has 3 main attack types. First is Bonemass reaching back and throwing a green blob. On hitting the ground, it will spawn additional mobs. Deal with these as they spawn if you can with a bow. Next up is his AOE Poison Attack. Bonemass will throw up a cloud of yucky poison ooze, which you will want to stay away from. It has quite the radius, so as soon as you see him start to heave, you'll want to get out of there. This is why the poison mead is so good. Instead of taking like a 20-second poison, it's like 5 seconds. Ideal. And if you have eaten some honey, the ticking damage should be dealt with quickly. Finally, he has a sweeping arm melee attack. This can come from the left or the right side, so watch out. Either run out, a well-timed dodge, or block to deal with this. He does regenerate health over time, but there isn't too much you can do about this. Go Viking, for Odin. And that's the whole fight. Keep smacking and dodging and you'll eventually kill Bonemass. Well done. On defeating Bonemass, he will drop a trophy to hang at spawn. This will reduce the damage from blunt, slashing and pierce damage for a good amount of time. Good to have. He will also drop a wishbone. This will be equipped and will help you find silver ore underground in the mountains. Watch out, a new biome means new enemies to encounter. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this guide. Next up, Moda. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Take care.